The Mets have baseball's best opening day winning percentage all time, and they tack another win onto that with an 11-7 victory over the Pittsburgh Pirates here in Queens. It's a different look to this Mets team, and we saw that today, and we saw how that can be effective. Thought maybe this would be a pitcher's duel coming in. On paper, Freddie Peralta against Paul Skenes, the National League Cy Young winner. Come on. Figured it was going to be low scoring. Even Peralta joked that he knew his bats were going to need a lift, and that motivated him going up against a guy like Paul Skenes. Well, turned out the Mets bats were the ones giving Peralta the lift as they chased Skenes in the first. He didn't make it out of the first inning. 37 pitches as the Mets bat around and really grind out at bats against maybe the toughest pitcher in baseball. So credit to the Mets and their new lineup on day one and game one. They show a little bit of that ability that the new faces bring. Aggressive, grinding at bats, working every pitch. And Brett Baty talked about especially how some of those at bats, like Lewis Robert going 10 pitches against Skenes, that helped to get Skenes on the rocks and out of the game early. The defense behind Skenes, that was a great. He said a lot of balls that got contact were dropping in the field. That's going to go down, of course, as the year happens. But for the day, the Mets will take it.
Again, it's just one game, but there's a lot to like. As far as the improvement goes, we got a long ways to go. We're not perfect. We're not going to be perfect, but it's just fun to watch those guys put together some really good at-bats against a pretty good pitcher.
The lift your offense gave you, coming back out in the second inning, what was that feeling like for you?
Amazing, man. I asked them earlier today before the game. I said, I need some runs from you guys. Dang, that's crazy.
There's a lot of runs.
Yeah.
Against a really good pitcher.
Yeah, great pitcher. It wasn't his day today, but it's part of the game.
Peralta still made it 5 innings, and it was important to get that last strikeout, that 7th strikeout, and make it a full 5. That was a boost for him. But really, the offense was the story of the day, and leading the offense. And there's so many things we could talk about when it comes to this new Mets offense, but Carson Benge is the headliner. Carson Benge, a rookie, making his major league debut, starting in right field, batting 8th. Highly touted prospect in the Mets farm system. Their number 2 prospect. And what did Carson Benge do? Dude hit a home run for his first career major league hit. Brett Baty did that. I think Francisco Alvarez did that. Carson Benge did it on opening day. Just he and Kaz Matsui. They're the only Mets to do that in history.
How would you describe your first moment, your first hit, your first home run?
I kind of blacked out running around the bases. I don't really remember too much. I know I got it good off the bat, but running hard out of the box, definitely.
What does it mean to you?
It means the world, having all the people that have sacrificed so much for me come up and watch that happen is definitely big.
So, the Mets have one win under their belts. It's one of 162, I know, but you just can't understate the importance of getting win number 1 in game number 1. It just sets the right tone for the season. And I look at this month that the Mets have here in April and the schedule in front of them, and they've got a chance to really pile up some wins and get off to a great start. And if their lineup contributes and works at bats the way that it did today against the best pitcher in baseball, hey, that's a great sign.